All right, welcome back, everyone. Today, we got something special going on. We're going to be reviewing the secret messages that I left on Twitter last night for all of you. I'm going to show you how you can get the answer, what the hidden message was, and what the special prizes were. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Make sure I can bring up to the right code screen. Let's see. All right. So yesterday we covered cryptography, intro to cryptography through Try Hackney. And sorry, I got tuberculosis. Uh, so we covered cryptography. In that, we learned some built-in functions of hashing and encrypting using AES 256. So I thought it would be fun to leave a little Easter egg on Twitter for you guys. Initially, the command that I left was a simple Caesar cipher which was one of the first things we covered. And if you were able to correctly brute force that, which there are many tools online for you to do, I can even show you some. See if I can switch over. All right, so this is like the default one that's real easy to use. So if you saw my Twitter, I left this message for all those that watched today or yesterday. You can go over here and say decrypt using brute force. So this is going to iterate through all of those shifts until it finds the one that might look right. So here we can see top result. Thanks for watching today's stream. And then the key was lead hacker. Now, I left a more advanced one for those that wanted to take it to the next step. And that was this right here. So if you take this and we go back into our code, we can use the command that we had yesterday. All right, what are the commands yesterday? Okay. Right. Open SSL. It's not here. Okay, so we have our secret tweet right here. If we use this command to echo and pipe that into our OpenSSL command using AES-256, decode the base 64, and decrypt using our secret key of lead hacker, this is what you would be able to see. So we go ahead and paste that in, and we can grab this, echo it in, and you would have gotten this message. Congrats, you got my secret message. The reward is to like this post and DM me, I love cybersecurity, for a follow. And a hint to today's stream was it will be hysterically good. Indentation matters. And that's just a hint that today's stream is all about Python, baby. We're doing so much code till my fingers bleed. It's gonna hurt. But we'll try some fun coding exercises. We'll do some interview prep too. Bunch of fun stuff on the way. Let me know if you guys were able to get that far, if you were able to figure out the secret code, and what you thought. If you thought that was fun, I'll keep doing it in the future. I might just do it in the future anyways. It was fun for me to try and see how many people were trying to interact with the tweet, and like I'm a little surprised no one just at Grok decipher this for me. But anyways, that's probably because you're all good, honest, ethical people that wanted the challenge. So moving forward, let's go ahead and switch gears into our other, uh, oh, where's the other code? All right. We'll go ahead and switch over to Chrome. Nope. There we go. All right. So this is one of the other websites that I found useful. We'll also be doing some codility, maybe some leak code, and maybe some hacker rank, if I can figure out how to use that one too. Note that this is a challenge. We're going to avoid using AI as much as possible. And boy, I hope you're caffeinated and full of nicotine and ready to go, because these are going to be tough. All right. So we have no allies. I've never used this training site before. Practice, competing kata to earn honor and ranks. All right, that sounds good to me. Sounds like a good start. There's some cryptography. We want to focus on Python. Train. Few tips to get you started. Attempt. This button will submit your code against the full set of tests. This button will test. So for those that aren't aware, when you go for a programming job, they'll have you run through some coding exercises, whether it's reviewing code, doing basic programming tasks like sort this list of numbers, or tell me what number's missing in a list of identical numbers, things like that. And that involves a lot of math and programming concepts that will be useful. So how about we get some nice music in the background as we chill out, hang out, do some coding exercises. So good? Can you dig it? I knew that you could. All right. Also, during this, I will be constantly talking, because one of the key factors in these interviews is they want to see your thought process. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. The accounts of the Fat to Fit Club associations are supervised by John as volunteered accountant. The association is funded through financial donations from generous benefactors. John has a list of first end donations, and then we have a list here. He wants to know how much the next benefactor should give to the association, so the average of the first N+1 donations should reach an average of 30. After doing the math, he found 149. He thinks he could have made a mistake. Could you help him? All right. So the function should return the expected donation rounded up to the nearest integer. That will permit to reach the average. Should the last donation be a non-positive number, John wants us either to throw an error or return such value, so he will clearly see that the expectations are not great enough. In sample tests, you can see what it returns. All donations are new average are numbers, integers, or floats. The array of donations can be empty. See the example below for sample tests. All right, so we're given this array. The new average, 92, results 645. Okay. Then we have another array, new average, 2. See sample test. Not sure about that one. And let's go ahead and take a look over here. So the new average of all that. Oh, also I want to ensure that we but yeah. Given an array, we have the new average goal. So here's the array. There's the new average goal. So I'm just going to pull up a calculator real quick. So if we do 14 plus 30 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 16, we get 92. The result is 645. No idea where we're getting that number. Hold on, chat. 1 second. Yeah, okay. Man, it sucks being sick.
Good job.
Glad that still works. So, we have our new average, taking the array first. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus 3. divided by 7. Or 2 plus 30 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 16 is 92. So a good way to start is to just walk it out. So we're just going to comment this out. Equals 92. New average. They want to be 90. He wants to know how much the next benefactor should give to the association so that the average of the first n+1 donations should reach the average of 30. In doing the math, he found 149. He thinks that he could have made a mistake. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 members. We want 8. So what does that 8th position have so that the new average equals 90? So my guess is that we would just, when we multiply, we would take how many items are in that list, multiply it by the new average, subtract what we have, and that should give us the right answer, I believe. So we would do 90 times 8 equals, I don't know, what is that? 720. And then we would do 720 minus 92. $628. There we go. So now we were able to get to this actual number. Good. See, it helps to just walk it out one by one. So in Python, we should be able to get, we'll say n, as in the number of donations, equals r dot size. It's probably length of r. So we have the length, and then we can do yes. Or this one, then we want to multiply that by the new average, and we'll call this variable the goal. And then we just have to add up all the numbers in the array. So do X and R plus equals X. We just have to return goal minus total. All right. Go ahead and test. Test 2 failed 1. Oh, that's right, because we forgot to account for what if it's impossible. All right. So let's take their example. Lambda of the new average. Our expected. Oh, okay. So I see this is test 1, 2, and 3. So we know that this list is going to fail. We know that the new average is 2, which means that our 8th position will be our 8th position is going to be somewhere in the negatives. This is just an assumption real quick, so let's go ahead and add up those numbers. We have 14 plus 30 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 15. That equals 91. 91. 91 times 8. That equals 728. And then 728 minus 2. Hang on. We have our new average times 8. Oh, so that's not that. Our new average is actually 2. This equals 91. So this is 16. And then 16 minus 91 equals negative 75. So see, the charity should be paying him $75. We gotta really lower that average. Let me think. So if this number is less than this number, we know it's going to be negative, and we need to throw an error. So if we do, if our goal is less than or equal to new average, there we go. And we want to return, oh no, error. See if that works. Let's see, is there a way to see result variable? Lambda. Oh, let's do a quick look on Lambda. I need a new Python. So Lambda function in Python are small anonymous functions defined using the Lambda keyword. A Lambda named glow plus name plus. Okay. Doesn't quite help me out. Boy. Let's just look up row error Python. Raise an exception. Let's just see if that's what they're more looking for. No? And this is working, man. John wants us to either throw an error or return such value so he will clearly see that his exceptions are not great enough. Expectations are not good. Gotta throw it. This is what I thought you were doing. Whatever, memory error, system error, blah, 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 blah. Raise value error? Ah, fine. Either return such value to clearly see that So what if we return, I don't know, -1 million? I know we're going to submit this and it's going to be so obvious. Let's just hit attempt, see what happens. Wow, we were far off. Oh, we got one. Okay. So I think we're not. Oh, okay. We're not rounding up. That's what the error is. Also, we'll return the new average. And then what's the way we want to do this? I think it's something like that. Probably doing this the weirdest way, but it's fine. Okay. To learn how to round up in Python. Didn't really want to import math. There should be some built-in function for this. Unnecessary cookies only. No, that's it. Math.ceiling. All right. You say so. Go ahead here. We'll do turn math.ceiling. That was it. Goal minus total. Total. Hmm. Man, why is this getting trickier? So based on some of the tests that we saw, if it's a 0.5 or whatever, this is the key thing here. Function should return the expected donation rounded up to the nearest integer. So we want to round up all the time. Anyways. So if we do donation equals math.ceiling of the goal minus or there was a round function. Yeah, because we don't want to, even if it's like 14 cents, we still want to round up. That's just attempt it anyways. Error expected. All right, we pass some more now. Right, whoever's cooking these books is getting pretty crazy with some of these donation numbers. Let's see, it's at that 0.0. Error expected, error expected, error expected, error expected, error expected. Okay, so now we know it's our error expected one. So if we can return error, expected 90, but an error this thrown. So for that one, we're just going to include if length, I don't know, it's on our way. It's we're just going to return the new average. Because if no one's donated yet, the next one obviously is going to be whatever you want the average to be. So that solves that issue. Error expected but returned 75. So we have to go back and how to throw an error in Python. See, I never threw errors. I was a good boy and just printed as much errors as possible till I found what was causing it to break. Can't have any errors if it's just prints. Error expected, but return negative. What do you mean? We need to do if. So if goal is less than the new average, raise the exception. We'll do an else if too. So else if Donation is less than or equal to 0. Please exception. So let's see if that does anything. Hey, we did it. Oh my God, it took so long. All right, so now another part of these practice things is refactoring. You want to try and have the most efficient if possible. So our goal being less than, we're not being very efficient here with this for loop because we have to iterate through the entire array. But right now I can't think of a better way to just go through it all. So we'll just do a quick Google search, it's fine. Add all items in array in Python. All right, okay. You didn't have to show me up like that. So total equals sum of the array. All right, how do we submit? Submit. See where we rank. It's probably going to be a little rough. Best practices are for solutions that you think are a good combination of being maintainable and efficient. They may not be the fastest solution if the fastest solution involves overly optimizing the code in a way that becomes hard to read. Clever boats. Yay, we did our first one. Good job. Okay, this is crazy. So he does the lambda of a n, and that function of negative x. If x, what is this even saying? He does a sum of a, which is our array, the length of a, so the length minus the sum, divided by 1, so he gets the floor, greater than 0, else, wow, that is just nuts. All right, see, this one had similar to R9 set. F2 was very clever. Well, assert required. Raise value error. Error. Okay. I think that was a pretty good off the cuff starting out. All right. Place with alphabet position. Oh God, I don't know how long I'll be able to keep up with this. Where are we at? An hour? Yeah. Sunset. Okay. Welcome. This kata, you're required to give it a string, replace every letter with its position in the alphabet. If anything in the text isn't a letter, ignore it and don't return it. All right. A is 1, B is 2, etc. let's see. So what I'm thinking is have an array of all the letters, and then what's the position in that array. All right. Satisfaction rating, 90% of the users give positive. Okay. So for anything that's not a letter, we just ignore it. So periods, quotes, let's see. All right, let's just stick to our method. You want to iterate through the text, letter by letter. We want to count how many times to get to that letter in the alphabet. We need a fast way to count how do we want to do this? Like I said, all right, let's think about it this way. We have two options. First option I'm thinking is we make a dictionary of each letter and position. We can then look up that letter and print the number. And if it's not in the dictionary, we can ignore it. Option 2, we make an array and count how many times to get to the letter. I'm liking option 1. I say we give that one a shot. So we'll do alpha. We'll just do alphabet equals dictionary a 1 this is going to take forever. 2. And the other thing to keep in mind is, like, usually these interviews will be timed. This is a brute force of give me the letter, give me the position, give me the number. So maybe there's a quicker way. I mean, you could just have a quick loop of A through Z and 1 through 26, match it up, and create this dictionary on the fly each time. D, comma, 4. Yeah, this is going to take forever. I don't have time to type out 26 things. I can remember my own alphabet. All right. Maybe I'll head with the dictionary anyways. Maybe not. So we start at 1. So alphabet dot we do count plus equals 1. I know there's going to be some programmer out there just ripping their hair out looking at this, but that's fine. It's not my hair. No sweat off my back. Let's just see what happens when you print alphabet. All right. So we got to review Python dictionaries. So this tuple set, collection in which unordered, unchangeable, unindexed. This collection which is ordered and unchangeable allows duplicate numbers. List collection ordered and changeable. Dictionary is a collection which is ordered and changeable, no duplicate numbers. So what are the add items? So it's just update. That's fine. That's just the test, and we're ignoring that right now. So we have that. We have our alphabet. And then for X in text, we want to start building our answer in an array, right? Now it's just a string. So for X, so we have X dot lowercase. We want to be able to find that. Access items. So this dictionary dot get. Do alphabet dot get. X dot lowercase. And then what we're going to do is answer plus equals alphabet turn answer. Now we're doing some weird things with letters and numbers, so it's probably going to get angry at us, but let's just give it a shot. Okay. We have our alphabet position, we have the text, and the expected output. So if we make this a list, so I don't like this tool because it doesn't really give you hints about, what each function does that's built in. Whereas if we grab this and let's say I shift over to my little programming IDE, test.i. Let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about. We go to code, Python learning, there we go. All right. So here in this IDE, make sure that it's session right for you guys. There we go. Now you'll be able to see what I'm talking about when I say like, oh, is this a real function? Add? Yeah. Okay. And then we can go view terminal. Test.py. And we'll call our function alphabet position with our text of whatever the example one was. The sunset sets at 12 o'clock. And we're going back here. And we save and we run this. Now we can start seeing some of the errors and start to debug. Updated, expected, at most one argument, got two. So, I mean, realistically, I just want to do like print. Line 13. Update. Get some values we're looking for. This is going to be annoying, but it's fine. In fact, we can move it. We make the number as well character. That will make it easier for us to print it out. So, boom, boom, boom. I'm not a professional. Don't, don't try anything at all. We're going to be experts on each letter by the time this is done. The thing is in cybersecurity, code doesn't have to look pretty. It's just got to work. So that's the philosophy we're sticking with today, and that's the lesson I'm trying to teach here. Definitely, we're going to see that there's probably a super simple way of doing this. But for now, this is how I'm doing it. And look at that, 26. All right. So now we can get rid of that, and that, and that. Yeah. So supposedly, set object has no yet. We made a set dictionary. What do you need? Discard intersection is subset remove. How did I screw that up so bad? Oh, because it's colon, not. I made a set instead. See, this is supposed to be colon. And we're wasting more time. But that's okay, because this might be probably the most efficient way. Could be. Never know. Could be the move. You know, back in the day, pioneers used to program these things by hand using ones and zeros. Do you guys know that SimCity originally is programmed in assembly code, which is why it's so efficient that it could run on very low spec computers. That's also why you can put Doom on pretty much anything. It's because the assembly code was figured out. So all computers run assembly code to an extent. But if we just keep going, I'm sure we can get there. Okay. Why is it upset? Unexpected indentation. What are you talking about? Out. Guess we removed all parentheses. So boom. We want to print alphabet dot. Huh? All right. There. Let's see. You gotta be kidding me. If we split text, then we can do x dot lowercase. Beauty. Ah, this turned out great. All right, when in doubt, just start printing. So what if we just print X? Okay, so we're splitting by the word. We want to split by the letter. So if we remove split, what do we get? There we go. So now the thing is, we want to get the lowercase of that. So learning what the lowercase. Okay, so it is just dot lower. And what we can do is just make text dot lower. I believe that should do it. Now we go like that. Is the capitalized? It is no longer capitalized. So now we can go back here. Print alphabet get. We can use that. All right. So now we have our numbers. And then answer goes if alphabet dot get equals none. How about does not equal none? Then we can do answer dot find format and the extra is lower is space is separate. Strip partition find. Nope. Let's just do this equals dot get x. And then we'll also do answer plus equals space. And then here we can do print answer, and let's see what we get. That looks right to me. So now we can take this and go back into our horrible, horrible code over here. Now if we run our test, Twenty eight 5 19 28 5 19. Okay. Why are they like this? The output is a string. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this back. We're going to go back to, let me keep the music going for everybody. And we're also going to print out what this string is. And I bet you that it's just that last parenthesis at the end. And if we do, make sure you guys can see. All right. So we're just trying to see what the difference is here. See that space there? No? We could cheat real quick and just do like all the way to the end, -1. Does that reverse it? That reverses it. There we go. Oh, also, am I? Oh, I'm just printing it. I'm not returning it. Duh. That'll do it. That'll definitely do it. I don't know about you, chat. It just looks like it's the exact same thing. I think what has happened is while we were trying to be cheeky, they got upset. Okay, yep, see? It's because it wants all these to be actual numbers. So maybe it's double quoting it. But that's not what we saw in our test. Back to the drawing board. Well, let me try that real quick. We're moving up last character. Because it could be counting that space as, hey, you're wrong. So colon, nice one. Son of a gun, there we go, baby. So what was happening was this right here was being counted as an extra variable, even though the answers were exactly the same. It just, yeah. So I think we go ahead and attempt this, and this should be, yep, pretty fast because we're using a dictionary and it's boom, 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 real fast. Just gonna go ahead and submit it. Let's see what we get. Some people are doing some crazy stuff. So return that on join with the string order of C minus 96 for C in text.lower if C is an alphabetical number. We have the for loop here, and then we have an empty string dot join the string of the order C minus 96. Minus 96. All right, let's see. Alphabet. If type of text is a string, we lower it and then result. And then for letter in text, if the letter is in the alphabet, then we want to append the result, the string of alphabet.indexed on the letter plus 1. See, that's a clever one. I like this one. And then he strips it at the end. This is a good one. And this is what I did. This is, yep. Yep, pretty much. All right, that's pretty good. Yeah, but this I wanted to avoid. I wanted to avoid doing an uppercase and a lowercase. Doesn't matter if it's uppercase or lowercase, it's still the same position in Kachao. I don't know why that didn't go off. But yeah, it doesn't matter if it's uppercase or lowercase, it's still in the same position in the alphabet. Oh boy. What are we at? Almost 2 hours? Let's try and reboot the bot for you. Kachao, we got it. Oh, man. Let's see, what are our options here? I mean, we could call it a day. We can keep going. This is something that I am trying to get better at in practice, so more practice, the better. Guess we might as well just keep going for another hour or two. Take a break. All right. Yeah, that's probably a good call. We could. We could switch to Minecraft for a little bit, or we can all log off and take an hour, and maybe I'll be back on later. No, caffeine and nicotine. That's all you need. And some overnight oats, but you know, sticks to your bones. Caffeine, nicotine, the breakfast of champions. But yeah, I think I'm pretty burnt after that one. That one was painful. So I think we're gonna call it stream there. Maybe I'll be on later today and we can just hang out. We'll see. I got some other important tasks to attend to. But hey, chat, thanks for hanging out with me, and see you next time.